All of YouTube out here with another respects video, and this is going out to the great and almighty Melcolm Young. Very sad day today. I am very crushed too, due to the fact that AC/DC has been a part of my life since the age of fucking 5 years old, maybe. Man, tough times, tough times. I remember when actually, to tell you the truth, my first album was AC/DC. I got my first concert shirt of AC/DC at the age of 5 due to my older brother going to the show. And, I mean, from then on, I was hooked. Like any other heavy metal band, I was hooked. I also got to do a video for Tom Petty because he's done a huge influence on me too. I haven't had a chance, but I'm going to do that soon. But, you know, two legends gone, man, just gone. And it sucks to see it happen like that. Always sucks. Whether they, been killed or a freak accident or just died of natural health causes like Melcolm Young. But, I mean, when I was a kid and, like I said, my old brother went to the concert, it was, for those about to rock. The first album that just came out. You know, back in the day, me and my brother used to have a bond together, and it's all been lost now, but, he came home and gave me the shirt to the concert he went to, bought me one. Kind of sucks, though, I lost it because my second older brother stole it from me. Don't know what happened to it, but ever since my mother went out and bought the record at the time, too, so, don't get me wrong, I was always listening to albums and records through the whole house. I used to get my ass tanned from my older brother for playing all his records and scratching them, but, it was just that time in the moment. I don't know, my mother went out and got it, and I was like, oh, yeah, my own, so, listening to that album, and so many songs have influenced me throughout the era of AC/DC, and it started all the way back since 1970, 75 for Christ's sake, 76, from the first album. I was hooked. And I remember there was a store downtown of Air that I lived in called Bookberry, and it was a bookstore with also records, 8-track, mind you. Yeah, and I think you get your cassettes back then too, but back in 1981, man, I used to go to that store like every other day when I'd roam the streets. And I would sit there and look at all the albums that came out. As far as Ted Nugent, Ozzy's albums and Black Sabbath. All the Ritual records are out at the time, great heavy metal influences. And there was one particular one that I used to always go down there. I think I got my mother to buy it too, but it was If You Want Blood, You've Got It. As soon as I got for those about the rock album, I ran down to the store the next day and whatnot, and I was flipping through the albums and to see Power Age and Dirty Deeds. I don't know, it was a thing I had. I always had this urge to just run to the store and look at albums. And that cover, I don't know, just staring at, Angus being stabbed in the chest with the guitar and fucking crazy ass Bon Scott just standing there with the microphone, And I'm sitting there. And at the time, I didn't understand the record album. I was young. I'm thinking, oh, you dirty bastard, you're killing this guitarist. And of course, as soon as I heard that album, I was hooked. And that was the first time I've ever been, influenced in the AC/DC. I mean, I did hear, Back in Black on the radio, all all the popular songs, Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution on the radio at the time too. But every song I could catch on the radio, I could and wouldn't. I mean, like I said, music today just ain't like it used to be. I mean, there's some bands out there that can hold the torch, but I'm with today's modern bands. I mean, if I would use for an example that is a good band, I would say "Sleeping with Sirens" was pretty good. I heard a couple songs from them, catching it from my son, and they're pretty wild. But I mean, there's bands out there like I like to use for an example that ain't good. I mean, unless yeah, the peaches come from trees, yeah. You know, of that era of, oh, we grow peaches come from trees in the farm. Get the right music out and the right, do it for so many years like they did. Album after album after album. I mean, yeah, whoop-dee, they slowed down in the end, and poor Brian Johnson had to quit before he went completely deaf. But I mean, hey, what the hell can you do? At least they, went on and on up until that point. And yeah, it sucks to say Melcolm had to lose his life due to health issues. Brian Johnson, deaf issues. Yeah, I'm sure I can speak for everybody. It sucks to see him to get to that age, but the music rolls on and rides on, just like I love that song too, man. Ride on. And for this, I could be here all night going over AC/DC's music. Just like many bands in the past, I gotta pay a tribute though and hold back the choke up moment when the allergies kick in, gotta rub them hurting eyes, but yep, it just sucks though. It fucking sucks to see a legend go down. Any legend. Through the times. And I was fortunate to see AC/DC twice. So, I mean, one with my good friend Mike Torelli. We went to one show. I almost got kicked out of that concert. Some bitch. But I goddamn got Angus. And probably the whole band. I wasn't really noticing. But Angus at the Worcester Centrum had this catwalk that he'd come out. And he literally had the American shorts on, and I think he had his Australian color shorts, then ripped off to the American shorts, and he was prancing around, and I was up in the balcony area. Of course, I got a little smashed before I went to the show, but I was friggin' hanging over the railing, just shaking my fist and banging my head. As Angus pounced out on that catwalk, and he did. I swear to God, I think he did look up and point at me until the goddamn fucking security guard came up behind me. Hey, you gotta get off of that. And at the beginning of the show, mind you, I think opening up for them was Slash's Snake Pit. Goddamn son bitch. Couldn't tell me to sit there and stop swearing at a concert. Oh, this kid there, you stop swearing. The guy's yelling at me. He said, get off the railing. And I got to the point, yeah, as soon as Angus came out, though, I was hanging over that bastard like, whoo. But, the times, especially their music, getting you going. But, like everything else in the world, everything good comes to an end, and it sucks. Sucks to say. But at least we can enjoy that many albums of AC/DC, man. And him and Angus and Melcolm, man, they came out with great songs, great riffs. I mean, they were the standard, 3-chord riffs, but damn. Doesn't matter what they play, what they'd come out with, man. It would all sound goddamn good. One of my favorite personals is, what do we got? I mean, I see there's so many, I can't even do that. I'm a big fan of Night Prowler. She's got balls, but two of my big favorites. But I can't even say which one's my favorite. They're all any album. I remember the radio DJ, and I'm sure I can speak for everybody when this guy says it. I say, yeah, AC/DC album Party equals Good Night. Oh man, I was acting. There you go. They was at a friggin' party. Damn good friends of mine. And all they were playing was Back in Black, another great AC/DC movie, moment, and album. And all my good buddies are the Clappers and Martins. We're all in a party, you know, the house is full, drinking beers. And this is around the time when I first started, you know, drinking. About 15, I started 13. This is like a 15, a couple years into it, but I was still new at it. So chugging beers and getting into them goddamn quarter games and everything left me up against the wall with my legs shaking back and forth, you know. And all I remember was fucking Back in Black and the whole friggin' album playing out. I mean, that was the whole friggin' album through the whole party till we left. We want to talk about hitting repeat. And it was a cassette tape, I think, at that. So just get over there, flip it over. Side 2, side 1 again. That's right. And as I'm standing there, though, one of my funniest moments, I guess. You might fucking, you all right over there? What are you fucking drunk? Of course, me, I'm over there standing there trying to come up with a good comeback because I know I was fucking getting sloshed. No. Goddamn fucking drunk. I said my legs are drunk. Up here's good. Down here, drunk. So, yeah, I used to come out with some stories, boy. I'm not drunk. My legs are drunk. That's why I'm staggering. So, yeah. You know when I'm sloshed and ready to pass out, and when I'm flopped on the fucking floor, then I'm drunk. Dead drunk. Passed out. Boom, but. Shit. Times. Of course, I remember the another great memory from AC/DC when they were in the movie, Stephen King's movie, Maximum Overdrive. Fucking awesome. I mean, you know, it was all pretty much old songs, but the way they put it in the damn movie and it all fit perfect. The movie wasn't that great. I mean, you got killer trucks driving around, but it was just because that fucking AC/DC album wasn't made it the fucking bomb. So, I mean, yeah, it was badass. So, I mean, there's many stories, many songs, many shit that I can go over through life and friggin', you know, talk about it. But the more I talk, the more I'm gonna get heartbroken, so legend is passed on. We're gonna have to move on and never forget, though. Never forget the man. Great stuff, great music. I mean, with that said, no stories I had to share about that. I give Melcolm, Angus, Cliff, all the... Too bad Phil Rudd screwed up. Goddamn buffoon. Going out there friggin' putting hits on people. What the hell's the matter with you? And Melcolm himself. Oh man, huge salute, brother. Gonna miss the music with your brother. I miss the music you guys made. No, not made, but to even go see you on tour again, that's gonna suck the most. But, what can you do? Now, until that next video, YouTube Live. Be safe, take care. Melcolm, see you on the other side. Huge salute, brother. You rock the world with the strength and power of the guitars, right? And I can't say it anymore but to say awesome music. Always be there to play. And I mean, for me, music is a soothing place to go off into La La Land, and your many, many albums helped me through a lot of struggles in life. So thank you all to the AC/DC family for being there for me. Salute again. See you on this other side, brother. Out.